Hey y'all, it's me. I've been doing nothing but shelling pecans today. It's a lot of pecans. Um, oh, y'all, I was up really late shelling pecans. I don't know, it's pretty late. And all of a sudden I see this video come up on my recommended because I stay on YouTube most of the time when it's really late. And then it was Bag o' Day, Hobium giveaway. I'm like, well, I'll check it out. I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'll enter. And then I don't know, midway in the middle of the night while I was sleeping, I remembered, you know what? I wasn't going to enter no more. Really? I lasted a whole day? There ain't no help for me, y'all. None at all. I watched Madonna's video today and I needed that laugh, y'all. I really did. I seriously needed a laugh today. I had some unusual news yesterday. They still can't find the cause of my mom's bleeding, so I'd like for y'all to please say prayers for her. And now I need you to say prayers for my sister because apparently when she went, he was worried that something was going on close to her spinal cord. So he wasn't happy about that. So he called and talked to her surgeon yesterday. So she has an appointment with her surgeon tomorrow, and we'll find out what's going on. Um, so it's been kind of busy around here. I've had a full week, and it ain't even to the end of Tuesday yet. Y'all, it's cold outside. I had my little handy dandy men's shirt that I put on over my shirt so I could sit outside. But boy, my behind is cold. It's cold. And yeah, I've been eating pecans too. Can't help it. They're so good. Um, y'all, I guess I want to take a survey of y'all, however many of y'all watch this video. If you could, would you please comment in the comments down below the answer to this question? I want to simplify a Happy Meal. Now, I save more money if I order it direct from, like, if I go and get the Brava worsted, say, from Lovecrafts. Sometimes the shipping's great, sometimes not so much. So it would be either between 6 or 8 skeins for each winner. So I know it's not huge, but the Happy Meal thing, I want to get to where I don't have to actually mail it out because the shipping's cheaper if I order direct and have it sent to you. I don't know why that is, but it is. So I was wondering, would y'all mind doing that? You don't have to, but if I come across a good deal like on a Mary Maxim thing or something like that, I'll ask if y'all'd rather do that this month, that kind of thing. I'll bounce back and forth between whatever I think, but I love Brava worsted, and the more people who get to use it is good for me. I like it. I just want other people to like it too. I'm not being paid by these people. They have no idea who I am. So, but yeah, I was wondering if that would be okay. If it is, just let me know. If it's not, tell me your ideas of what you'd rather do for Happy Meal. I mean, anything, I'm just taking suggestions right now. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. It just means I'm taking suggestions. And, I'm looking forward to this pecan Happy Meal, though. I really am. I've already got one box. I've got to get another box to mail the second one out because, I've got to have the boxes ready because the post office says, and this is the truth, it's actually cheaper to bring your own box. Now, the ones I sent before that I sent in the priority mail, it was like 5 cents difference. So to me, 5 cents is 5 cents. It's okay. Um, Yeah, I've wasted more money. Yeah, I've wasted money doing other things that probably shouldn't have done. But that's okay because it keeps me on the straight and narrow now. Yeah, for the most part. Um, yeah, I've been racking my brain, and all I could think of, I have all these memories coming back, trying to, figure out which one y'all would rather hear and which one you wouldn't. Um, if y'all have any specific questions for me, just ask. I may do that one video. And yeah, I know I said that the next video was going to be shout outs, but as I have been shelling pecans all day and, well, cracking them all day, I'm going to be shelling them later. I haven't really had a chance to write down what, I think of each channel, and that's kind of bad because I really want to get those done because I have a lot of subscriptions. Yeah, quite a few, actually. So, I mean, just depends on what y'all are interested in. Give me any ideas you have. My sister said I should put this pattern on to, do a tutorial on this. And I'm thinking, do a tutorial? These people could do this in their sleep. It tickled me so bad because I'm like, no, that's not a tutorial kind of thing. That's just like a single, a double, and a half double. Yay! It's that simple. These people could do these in their sleep. Most of them, anyway. But yeah, it's what could I say? She's interesting and she's special. And she'll learn because she still thinks I could do a blanket in a week. Mm-mm. I have not been gifted with the art of speed and accuracy yet. I'm still working on the accuracy part. I'll be lucky if I get speed in the next 15 years or so. Yeah, some people are really quick, but they've been doing it continuously. I've stopped and started, and a lot of it I didn't know. Did not have a clue until this last couple of years. I just did a couple of granny square blankets for my babies, and then I said, well, I'll go on YouTube and see what they have. And yeah, shocker, they have a lot. But yeah, I can't wait till y'all see some of my favorites because literally the reason they're my favorites is for that reason. I'm sitting here smiling because my dog, usually when I'm talking or laughing, will start barking, especially if I'm laughing like I'm not supposed to laugh. Yeah, go figure. So I'm not supposed to be having a good time because I'll get to laughing at some of the stuff that Madonna says on her thing. Like her divine hat is so pretty, y'all. That red and that one, oh, gorgeous! I love it. And that scarf, awesome. But she just made she made it funny. I'm sorry, she does. She just, you know, she's funny. Um, let's see. I've watched so many people this last week, but I got to buckle down and start just viewing the ones off my subscription list so I can let y'all know of the ones I actually watch a lot of, which you could probably glean that from the way I talk to y'all. Like Rose Likes Crochet Bee and Nana Stitching Lounge with Rosie M and Madonna Ballard and Linda Just a Crochet Sister. I mean, these are people that I watch every single time their video comes out. I'm Johnny on the spot. I'm also that way with Summer's Tips and Stitches. I'm really fast with those. So those are my core people. These are the ones that I will watch no matter what. Now, I watch Jana's Scraptastic Yarns and I watch Ella with No Catchy Name, but They're doing the Vlogtober, people. At this point, now Terry of Yarn Joy is another one I enjoy. However, she's also doing the Vlogtober, but she's completed some really cute little projects, and she's following somebody, and it's one of my channels that I watch, and I haven't watched it in a while, so I've got to go back and look. But there's one channel that I watch strictly because everything they crochet is for babies. So every pattern they have is perfect for babies and infants and toddlers. You know, those particular patterns are really interesting. Now, Bag a Day has some dresses on her channel, but I tend to like this other channel, Crochet for Baby is what it's called, a little bit better. Although Bag a Day's easier to understand and follow than Crochet for Baby, the patterns are more challenging, but they're also so beautiful. I'm going to have to do a couple. I'm not looking forward to that. And my brother-in-law's cousin, her hair is starting to fall out, so I got to go crochet up a few of those chocolate bonbon hats by Bag a Day, because that way I can get her several different colors, and because it's those hats, it'll only take me one a day. So, you know, I got to kind of mix that in with everything else I'm doing, and hopefully I can get those knocked out pretty quick. I never really thought about it, and I guess I should have, because my mom and my sister both had issues with their hair whenever they had cancer and had the chemotherapy and radiation. Is that you do lose hair. You lose a lot of hair. My younger sister's hair used to be thicker than mine. Beautiful, beautiful, long, gorgeous hair. And after her radiation, you know, she's got thin hair now. And sometimes it's a hard adjustment for her because she's used to having this gorgeous, thick, beautiful hair. And now it's thin. And she tries to get body into it. And it's hard on people who've had, you know, really thick hair to go to really thin hair, because they're used to having to push their brush through a certain way. They're used to having to do certain things to make their hair look good, you know. So whenever you go to a thinner hair, you have to readjust and redo all of that. But when your hair falls out, right now, all you have are scarves. I don't particularly like that. I mean, some women look absolutely gorgeous in those scarves. And to tell you the truth, some women should wear them all the time because they really look that good in them. But I have never come across a hat that I've seen made that would be acceptable to, you know, a lot of different women who lose their hair, because, you know, either they're too bulky or they're, you know, they just look, I guess what I'm trying to say is they look like a hat. And I think that's part of the problem with a lot of people and wearing hats whenever they lose their hair. Men, not a problem. No, they'll throw a baseball cap on, they're good to go. But when it comes to women, we really struggle with that. So just percolate in your beautiful little minds, because I'm still waiting to do that one blanket. I've got 2 blankets I want to do after I finish with Christmas, but I can't do them right away. I have to wait a little bit. One is that Indian looking blanket. I know Native American looking blanket. It's a really beautiful blanket. I just love the colors and the way it works, and the designs and stuff. I've always been enthralled by their designs. They have some gorgeous, beautiful work. And then I want to do the Quilla Afghan. Yeah, that one. want to do that one. And I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do it. I know I want 60, and in the middle of that 60 is going to be a 20-inch square. So I'll just have to figure that out, y'all. I think the one to start with, I'm going to make it with 10-inch squares until I can get the pattern down, and then I have a better idea of how they work, to where I can do them, any pattern I want after that, as long as it's 60 inches. To me that makes sense. I kind of like that. And of course, your pocket has to be pretty from front and back, and I've been looking at different designs, and I think it's Blossom Crochet she does her granny squares a little differently than all of us, than me in particular. I've never done it this way. I've never seen it done this way. It's just kind of unusual, but I like it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So what it is when she gets to the corner where she's about to go up, she'll go up, but she'll turn and go the opposite way. So she goes back around, and then she does the other two to join into that one. So it's kind of like a constant thing that she's doing. So it doesn't look like it's stopping or starting in any one particular place. It just keeps on going in different ways, so that the front and the back will be exactly the same. So I'm thinking about doing that, although it's going to be see-through. But, to start with, that's what I plan on doing anyway, is just to, get an idea of how it's going to look. Because to me, that's kind of like the first step, is to get a general idea of what it's going to look like. Y'all know I can talk the ear off of anybody. So I'm going to let y'all go because I've got shelling to do, and I also got to figure out what I want for dinner. I'm thinking soup because it's cold and my feet are cold. So yeah, I'm thinking soup. Although it's probably not cold to most people because it's like in the 50s. But when you're sitting outside in my porch is elevated, so the wind goes both ways. So you're constantly getting a breeze. So after a while, it does get very, very cold out there. Yeah, that worked out to my favor. But don't forget, let me know what y'all think about the idea of the Happy Meal winners, just getting it direct from Lovecrafts. And they're the ones who put everything in organza bags. But that's okay. That's me. That's their paint box yarns come in the organza. I love that. So I think that's about it, y'all. I wanted to get into making stitch markers. Yeah, I kind of struggled with that for a second. Stitch markers, but y'all know, no. I'm glad of all of y'all that do that, because to me that's a beautiful job that most of y'all do, especially like, who is it? Ooh, Crush. No, I can't think of her name, but she makes these gorgeous ones with numbers and stuff, and they're just so pretty. She sells them, and I can't think of her name. I will after I quit, but that's okay. So I'm going to let y'all go. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. Stay warm. It's cold. And yeah, y'all gonna hear me complain about the cold because I'm old. Hello, I have arthritis. It gets bad in the winter. So yeah, I will complain. And I will talk to all of y'all later, and bye.